It's your Healthy Habits and Lifestyle Coach Jovonnie, y'all, host of the Empowered Plates, Empowered Lives podcast. And I am here with Coach Natasha. Y'all, it is day 4 of the Owning Your Day experience, man, y'all. And today we are talking reduce joint stiffness. And yeah, I don't know about you, but if you've been rocking with us the last 3 days, I am so sore and so stiff today because the day took me out. Okay, it took me out. I'm gonna crawl back to my blanket so I can get ready for this. But Coach Natasha, how you vibing today?
I am vibing just great. Do you hear me okay? I hope you do. So, yes, leg day, right? Day 3. I did just sprinkle a little bit of that in there. Number one, wanted to show you that you can move and exercise if you live with pain, joint stiffness. There's ways to modify activities. There's ways to modify things because we do need to get stronger. But yes, I'm glad you felt it. But you know what? That's your body telling you that you've done a little bit of work. And the other thing is, how much weights did you use? Right? How much equipment did you use over these last few days? You used your body weight and maybe a band. And look what you're feeling. You can feel those muscles kicking in, and that's the whole point. You can strength train with either your body weight or a little bit of resistance and still get the benefits of strength training, still get the benefits of supporting those joints, still get the benefits of supporting your back with that core strength and stability. And today we are going to slow it down on purpose with some stretching and mobility. And this is part of a series I do sometimes on my own. I do them on my own on a weekly basis, sometimes live on YouTube. I'm going to get back into that. So check out both of our YouTube channels. If you go under, you'll see a playlist with a whole bunch of different body parts. Which stretch do you need? Is it neck, back, hips, ankles? I got you. Today we're going to do a general full body stretch because that's what we did all week, right? So in a sitting position, I'm going to be sitting on my mat. I'm on the floor, so you can pick a spot on the floor. If you have a mat, if not, just anything soft. If you can sit with your legs crossed, that's great. If you need to either reach them out or sit like this, whatever you need to do. I would like if you could just sit up tall so you're not kind of stuck back here in a slouch position. So we're going to start with some gentle neck rolls. So what I'd like to see is just like you're going to look down with your chin, roll that chin up. I'm looking to my left, and then roll that chin down, and I'm looking to my right. This sequence can be done either first thing in the morning when you get up and you're feeling stiff and achy, and you just want to get with your day, reduce that pain, reduce that stiffness. So we're just alternating side to side. I like to do these half neck rolls versus a full rotation, just to help with protect. So if you have anything going on in the neck, number one, you're going to listen to your body today specifically. I mean, every day, but when we deal with the neck, it's really important you listen to what's going on. We talked about some of that creaking and cracking. Again, in the neck, it might happen, and that's okay. But what I don't want to happen, this will be the last one, is symptoms down your arms. Okay? So we've heard of carpal tunnel, but there's other stuff can come from the neck, and you might feel it. It's like coming from here all the way down, numbness, tingling, pain. Those are red flags for exercise or mobility, not even exercise, but mobility. So for some reason you're doing something and you feel that, and that's an automatic stop. That's not a modified, no, that's just for stopping. Okay, so now I want the hands at the side of the body. I'm going to the right, so I'm going to slide my right hand towards the side, and I'm going to reach up with my left, and I'm going to open up my QL, my side body, and stretch here. While you're here, I want you to take a breath in, breathe in through your nose, let it out loud through your mouth. I need 2 more of those here. Breathe in through your nose, let it out. 1 more here. Breathe in through your nose and let it out. Bring that hand down. Let's slide to the other side. So we're sliding. My opposite hip is staying down on the floor. I'm not letting my whole body go, right? I'm just sliding my arm to the side. My hip stays down, and I'm reaching But in this case, with my right arm over my left side, and I'm breathing in through my nose and out through my mouth. Breathe in through your nose. And when you breathe out, let it go. Let out whatever tension, whatever stress, let it go. Breathe in through your nose. And actively let it go. I want you to feel your shoulders drop. Come back up, sit up tall. Good. And stretch the side of your left side neck. So my left hand is down. My right hand is gently on the side of my head on the left. I'm not yanking on my head. I'm gently pulling towards my right ear. So there should be a nice stretch from my left ear to your left shoulder, but you keep your left hand down to create a little bit of distraction between the two areas. We're going to stay here a little longer. So while you're here, I want you to breathe. This should not ever be painful. So when we stretch, stretching is not painful. You might feel a pull, but pain is never okay. If you, let's say you did this stretch and this was hurting you, you would back off. You would back off until it feels like a pull and not pain. So we're here. So you're only pulling and holding what you can handle. Let's stay here a little bit. And whenever, especially with stretching, you want to do that deep breathing. Good, let go. We're going to stay on that side, do it one more time so you know what that feels like. Come back up. All right. So left hand is down. Let me put my right hand on the side of my head again. And gently, I'm going to pull again. This time I go a little bit further on the same side. We're going to hold again a little bit longer if we can. So you've been here before. Now do some breathing, just some breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth, and let this go. So this is stretching the upper trap. So shoulders, the top of the shoulders. This is where we hold a lot of that tension. So if you find yourself throughout the day, tight upper body, holding something, you don't know what it is, but you're just holding tension and your shoulders are in your ears, just stop for a second and do this. You can be sitting in a chair with your arm at the side of your chair and gently doing this. But breathe. The breathing is your best friend. So just breathe through this. All right. So let's work on the other side. I like to do two of the same stretch on the same side twice to take advantage of that mobility. The first one's a little tight. The second one your body gives. So that's why I stay on the same side twice. Now we're going to stretch out the right side. So my right hand is down. I'm tilting my head left ear to left shoulder. So if you notice when you do this, you want to shrug. I need you to keep that shoulder down. Bring that left hand to the right side of your head and gently stretch. While you're here, again, you're gently stretching. I'm not yanking on my head. I'm not pulling on my head. I am keeping this right hand down. I'm going to just do some breathing. Good. Come back up. Bring that hand down for a second. Same side. One more time. If you can, you do what your body allows. So reach up. Place your hand on the right side of your head. Gently pull. Left ear to left shoulder. Feel a good stretch along the right side of the body. So right ear to right shoulder. It's a pull, not a pain. There's nothing in your arm. Breathe in through your nose and let it go. Just do some cycles of breath here. Good. Come back up. So I want some really big, I want 5 big backward shoulder rolls. So bring those shoulders up towards your ears, hand back and open and down. So we're going up and actively pushing those shoulders down. Good. That's 2. And push down. Up. And push down. Let's do one big one. Up and down. Good. Hands and knees. That's hands and knees we've done a few times this week. Let's get into it for a stretch. So we're going to do some cat. Actually, we're doing some thoracic rotations. We did cat cow chest pose the other day. So right hand on the top of my head, back of my head. I'm relaxed here, but I'm still in this stable position. I'm rotating open, so I'm trying to bring my chest towards the ceiling. You might feel tight in this region today, and that's okay. I don't expect you to be Gumby in this region. Elbows going up to the ceiling. Everything is together, head and sternum. And then I want you to bring it down. Bring that elbow down towards the floor. You can bring it toward the opposite forearm if you want. Otherwise, just have an elbow pointing to the ceiling. So we're doing rotation. So reach up to the ceiling, bring that chest, head is all together, and then bring everything down. So think about a solid unit. Your nose should be in line with your breastbone, your sternum. I want everything rotating. I want you to open up that chest towards the ceiling, towards the sun, and then bring your body back down. That was 3. Let's do 2 more on this side. Reach up, and then we'll stay on this side. Nice. And if you can, you go a little bit more open, but your body, you're only going with what your body would like to do today. You're not forcing anything. Reach up. Rotate. Thoracic spine is not designed to do a whole lot of mobility. Our ribs are attached to it, so it's okay if you don't feel like you're opening up that much. But you might feel really tight or restricted, meaning you really need to work on that area. Let's do some thread the needle on the same side. So this time, instead of hand behind your head, I want you to reach up to the ceiling. I'm going to face you. I'm still reaching up with my right side. And then I'm threading the needle through and then sitting down. Hang out here for 3 breaths. Come back up, reach up to the sky. Thread your needle again and sit down for 3 breaths. And 1 more, reach up, reach up, reach up. Nice, open up, rotate, look, and sit back and do your breathing. 3 breaths. Come back up. Left side. So I'm going to face the opposite way. Left hand is on the back of my head. I'm rotating up. Elbow goes towards the ceiling and then bringing it back down. So we have 5 of these. Breathe in as you reach up. Blow that air, come down. And repeat. Let's do 1 more here. Breathe in. So we're staying on that same side for thread the needle. Reach up to the ceiling, open up, rotate that body. Thread that needle, sit down, and 3 breaths. Lift up. 2 more of these. Reach up to that ceiling. You might notice one side opens up more than the other, and that's okay. Reach through and sit it back. And one more here. Rotate open. Last, thread the needle. Thread it and breathe. I need 3 big deep breaths. When you let go of that air, you let go of everything else. Breathe in. Good, come back up. All righty. Let's get into these legs. We did a lot of legs yesterday, right? A lot of hips, a lot of hips, a lot of squats. So, Jovonnie, please stay in that position. I'm going to face the class. My hands are behind my back. If you can tolerate this, if you're having wrist pain, do what you need to do with your hips. So that feels good. We're going to just do some hip openers and rotate the hips into internal and external rotation. This should feel good in the legs and the hips and low back, okay? But if this is hurting you, we back off. You can either stay up here, some mini windshield wipers. If you are able, you go all the way down and you bring your pelvis forward. This would be if you can do with no hands and you're bringing the pelvis forward. But notice I'm coming up, I'm not back here. If you feel like you can't do that, keep your hands behind you, lean back a little bit and just allow your body to rotate. We're just going for mobility. So just back and forth. This is gentle. This is not painful. We talked about that. Sometimes we get those noises in the hip. This might happen here because the hip is a ball and socket joint, just like the shoulder is a ball and socket. So it's constantly rotating. That's why we're doing some of these things. It moves within this socket. If you don't move it and it's not quite going through its range of motion within that joint socket, it's going to get tight, it's going to get stiff. So hence why regular stretching and mobility. So this would be considered mobility, joint mobility, because we're moving the joint versus some of that other stuff where we're holding, like the upper trapezius stretch. Okay, we can stop here. Let's get into these hamstrings a little bit. That's the back of the leg. So if you're sitting on a mat or on the floor, if you can sit long like this would be great. You're sitting nice and tall, so the back of your legs are long. So hamstrings are the back of the thighs, okay? These hands back here. I want you to reach up, breathe in. I want you to forward fold. Breathe out as you come forward. Again, depending on if you're tight, you may not be able to get to your toes. Whatever you can do, maybe you stop at your thighs, maybe you stop at your shins, but I'm here. Notice my back is flat. I'm not rounding. I'm not straining. I'm not trying to get here so bad that my knees are coming up. If your knees are popping up, you're too tight. Your legs should be down. You hip hinge, so at your waist, tilt forward. You stop whenever your body says that's enough. If that means you can hold your feet, that's great. If it means you have to stop your shin or your thighs, then that's wonderful. But just listen to your body and wherever you are, let's hang on here. If you can reach for your feet and toes, if you want to pull your feet and toes towards you a little bit, that'd be great. You can open up the plantar fascia a little bit. The soles of the feet. So if you get achy feet in the morning, it's tough to step down. You want to stretch the back of the legs and the Achilles and the plantar fascia. Pull those toes towards you, hang out here. We're going to stay here a little long because these hamstrings are big muscles. They're big muscles. Regardless of whether they're big on you or not, it's a large muscle of your body. So we're just going to stay here a little bit. Once again, you should not be having back pain in the legs. You may have heard of sciatica. Sciatica is a general term, but it's just one of the nerves that you can irritate, but it causes this shooting pain, numbness, tingling in the leg. Once again, if you experience that in the legs doing a stretch, you need to stop. That's not okay. It's not a stretch. That's not a pull. That is symptom of discomfort. Come back up for me. Good. Let's do an isolated one. Bring the right foot in towards the inner thigh of the left. If it doesn't bother you, I want you to reach up again. This time, if you can, you're going to reach the outside of your left leg. whether it's the outside of the left foot, toes, ankle, shin. So slight rotation with a hamstring stretch. So let's hang out here. You might feel a deep pull on the right side of your lower back as well as that left hamstring. As long as it's a good stretch for you and you can handle it, hang out here. If you need to back off, then do so.
I definitely feel it.
Yeah. All right, come back up. Let's do the other leg. So I'm stretching out my right leg. My left foot is someplace inside my right leg. Both arms reach up. I'm going to breathe out and reach to the outside of my right leg. And I'm going to hang out here as best I can. Good, come back up. Stretch up those arms. One more time. We're going to do one more forward fold in this position. So breathe in, reach up. Hold your whole body forward. Hang out here for 5 breaths. All right. We're going to end last position on the stomach. So if you can handle the stomach. So what I'd like to see, we're actually going to be flat. So I want you to go into up dog, which is this position, or a press up. This is low back, right? Then we're going to sit down in a child's pose. Then you're going to come back up and allow the hips to drop. Okay, so it's a combination movement from this up dog to a child's pose. And we're just going to keep moving in this position. So just keep going with that. It's a nice gentle flow. So you go at your own pace. And when you just come down, drop the hips, breathe out. And then sit back. This is good if you don't have any. If you're having like pain and issues, this might be a little bit too much. So you can just be here and cut out the child's pose and just do some back bends like this, some nice gentle back bends. You might just need to hang out here in this position. This might be all you need. So it depends on what's going on with your body type, right? So doing a full press up, which is this, is too much for you. You can move your hands forward and go halfway. You can hang out on your elbows and cut out that child's pose. If you can handle the whole thing, then we're going down. So we're flexing the spine in this position. That's what this is. And then we're going into extension, so back. So if you think about what we do as a society on a regular basis, what do? We all sit a lot. I don't care if you're in the fitness industry or not. We sit, we do exercise, but then we sit. And then we sit at a desk, and then we're on our phone with our head down, or a tablet, or a laptop. We're sitting watching TV. We sit on a couch that's super soft. That puts us in a slouch position already. So even if you want to sit up tall, the couch will sink you into it, right? A vehicle is designed to be those bucket seats. It sinks you in. We don't go into extension, which is this position, this back bending. This is why it's really important on a regular daily basis. You get out of flexion. This is flexion. Bent is flexion. Extension is this, back bending. So whether you do it this way, you do it standing, anything, you just got to get into extension. If you sit a lot, stand up, you're an extension. Let's do one more here. I want to wrap things up. And extend. Lastly, go ahead and sit the way we started. Legs crossed, legs in front, however you need it. I want your hand on your stomach and on your chest. You're going to take 3 deep breaths. But when you take your deep breath, I want you to be intentional about how you do this. You're going to breathe in through your nose, but when you breathe in, you're going to feel your stomach actually expand. So your hand is on your stomach to feel your stomach expanding. So breathe in, breathe out, feel your stomach go in. The hand is on my chest is resting. So I'm not going, right? I'm not expanding my upper chest. I want that diaphragm, which is one of your core muscles, to do its job. So breathe in through your nose, expand the belly, breathe out through your mouth, pull the belly in, use that diaphragm to push the air out. Breathe in through your nose. Happy morning. You are done. I hope you feel stretched and relaxed and mobile. That's all I got for you this morning. Hope you feel good.
That was a lot.
Juicing.
That was a lot. I absolutely enjoyed it. I felt that. I felt it in so many different areas, and it felt good. Very good. There was one part where I felt it like a little like, I think where my ankle foot was onto the mat, and I could feel like a little bit in there, and I was like, "Oh, I could feel that. Let me just stretch it out just a little bit more, move the ankle down some." And I was like, look at me listening to my body.
And that's it.
And it
And
felt
that's
good.
all it is, right? Because we all are built different. Listen, I mean, I have areas that are very mobile. I have areas that are extremely tight. So sometimes I look like I can move a lot. Sometimes I look like I don't go anywhere. So you have to work in the area you have. So it's all good. And especially if you understand, like, that's the biggest thing. Understanding when to adjust, when to move your body, what you need to move to get out of that position is also important too. So I am glad you liked it.
I didn't like it. I loved it. I did not like it. I loved it. So y'all, about to wash my hands real quick, and then I'm going to show you what I got.
And excited for this juice. So for all of you joining or watching the replay, thank you for joining us again on day 4 of our Owning Your Day wellness experience for this first week of December. This is exciting. We're getting up early. We're moving our body 15 to 20 minutes, depending on how much I feel like going. But it's at least 15 minutes a day. So we're getting that quality movement in a day. If you ever needed to do it again, you can always hit rewind and do another series. Get your 30 solid minutes in for the day, and then you're done, right? You can do it in the morning, during a posture break, in the evening when you get home from your day. Find time to prioritize you. It's so important. Today was a stretch and mobility series designed for joint stiffness, right? Some of us may not have pain, but you might just feel tight. You might work out a lot. You might be running, walking, exercising, but you're neglecting the flexibility aspect. You cannot. You have to add that. That's part of this whole not even healing, but the whole taking care of our body. You have to take care of these joints, these muscles. If they're doing the job you're asking them to do, show them some love at least once a week. This is what I do for my coaching clients. At least once a week within their program, there's a stretch mobility, because we do have to rest the body for injury prevention. We do need to participate in active rest, which would be this, yoga, Pilates, a gentle walk, or literally just resting, right? But it's really important that we incorporate, along with the strength training and the cardio, a stretch and flexibility segment in the week. I do this at least once a week. Like I said with my clients, it's at least once a week. I personally do this at least twice a week for my own self.
I love it. And I'm glad you showed us exactly how we should break it down, mix it in, and get that combo in. Because we've just been kind of doing one focal area in regards to helping with managing pain. As you can see, we didn't just say, come in here and get an ab workout. Come in here, it's leg day. Like, we were really intentional about focusing on the areas of our body that might provide us some level of pain, and knowing how to align your body to address those painful areas with your own body weight. And so I really appreciate you, Coach Natasha, for really guiding us through this in a very loving and mindful way. And so thank you for that. So y'all, here we go. It is day 4. You see the comment up on the screen. It is day 4. Day 4, mindful movement is done. So now it's time for you to check out this juice. So we got another green juice for today, y'all. I made it in my Nama J2. This juice is celery and apple. And if you already know, what do we always put in our juice? A lime and some ginger. A lime and some ginger. But we don't really count those as ingredients when we say, oh, we just put 2 ingredients in this. So we kept it simple this week, guys. It is a play on one of my juice recipes in the guide. So let me show you the guide real quick so you can see it. And I'll show you where it is in this guide. Here we go. Here we go. Look how easy that came up. I am getting this thing, y'all. Here we go. This is our plant-based alternatives guide, y'all. This guide I created because I wanted everyone to understand the benefits of being able to get nutrients from whole foods. All right. So switching out your grains, making sure you know why you're eating those fruits, those vegetables, and then finding ways to combine them, as well as these plant-based proteins. I am not here to convert you into becoming a vegan. I just want you to get the nutrients that your body needs and deserves through whole foods. All right. Even from herbs and spices, additional things. But here we go with the juice. Here we go with the juice. I hope y'all can see it pretty good. But this mixture that I combined it with is this pineapple ginger elixir. Well, not the pineapple ginger elixir. We're on celery. So hold on, let me find my celery because that was yesterday. That was yesterday. This is our green goddess juice that we kind of almost mixed up, but I switched out the cucumber. And guess what, y'all? You don't have to make it perfect. I'm giving you recipes that you can explore if you don't know what type of fruit or vegetable combination to enjoy. That is what I'm doing here. So this is actually celery and apple juice. Y'all, I absolutely love apples during apple season because they just taste so much better. And I can even just do apple juice by itself and do a mono juice. But this is celery, apple, lime, and ginger. I absolutely love this juice. What I would do, though, in the event that you want to maximize how much juice you get, and this is 24 ounces. I got 3 of these. I actually got 2 and almost like 2 1/4-ish. And I was like, you know what? I got more apples. Let me just add some more apples to this mix. And so I added more apples to it so I could fill it up. And so I ended up getting 3 whole ones. I went with the one that had more apples because my mom kind of likes not as sweet as much as I like them sweet. And the apples sweeten up the celery juice very nicely. So if that's your first time and you're not somebody who just loves drinking celery juice, do some celery apple. You can also do celery and pineapple if you're not allergic to pineapple. But I want to make sure I didn't put pineapple in both juices because I wanted you to understand that some people are highly allergic to pineapple. So I wanted you to get a variety. So this is celery apple. It's really, really good. And apple is a really good because it has pectin in it.
Question. How many, so the last couple of days, especially with the juicing, you had like 3 24-ounce. How much celery are you using? Like a whole package?
I did 2.
2 big stocks?
2 bunches, like 2.
2 bunches.
Yep, 2 of the. Okay. I did 2 bunches.
2 bunches, and then how many apples approximately?
This one, I think I did maybe, I feel like it was a sweet 16. I think I got all the way up to 16 apples.
Oh, wow. Okay.
On this one. And it was like, I bought the apples by the bag. So the 2-pound bag.
Right.
So typically I can get my organic Viva Gala apples for like $3.99 a bag. And so it was $3.49. I think I got it for the bag. But sometimes they can get into $3.99. I try to stick with the $3.99 apples. And so I get them by the bags, and I feel like I might have gotten, and I didn't use all of them. I might have gotten maybe 4 bags of apples, 4 to 6 bags of apples. And I like to keep apples. And even on the juice, you're going to see me when I'm making, I'm even eating an apple while I'm juicing. So I like eating apples just by itself as the whole fruit and not necessarily always as juice. All right, we got a comment. I'm good and stretched and ready to start my day. The shoulder rolls were great because I do hold tension in my shoulders. The body extensions are going to be part of my daily routine. Okay, y'all, shoot. We love it. We love it. All right, ready for this juice? My smoothies and juice from the previous days were amazing. It feels great to jumpstart my day and give my body something good while it's good to taste. Come on with the good tasting deliciousness and loving on your body. Way to own your day. Oh, shoot. Thanks for joining us. So y'all get into the juice vibes, the smoothie vibes, get into your whole foods, get the Empowered Plant-Based guide to help yourself navigate through the benefits of eating whole foods, fruits, and vegetables, and how it works and aligns with your body. So you feel good and you move well through your day in this thing called life. You got anything for him, Natasha?
I really don't. I want you to have a wonderful, great day. But yes, just as the comment said, throughout your day, you don't have to do a whole segment. It might just be you do some shoulder rolls. You might need to tilt your head to the side. Hold that tension up above. A lot of us, especially women. Yesterday, I had 2 clients. When I say they came in, I went and touched their back. It felt like this floor. I'm not even joking. And both of them were like, yeah, I'm going through a lot. I'm like, it is what it is, and it's good, and I understand it. We all are. We gotta bring those shoulders down. If nothing else that you learn from me today, I need you to bring those. I want you to be intentional, bringing those shoulders down and breathe out. Just let that air out. You hold so much inside. If you just breathe out, you'll notice it comes down itself. That's all I have for you to do. Breathe out. And we'll see you in the morning. So tomorrow is our 5th day. And I gotta rip it back up. I'm sorry. We stretched it out. We mobilized it out. We strengthened our core. We got our upper body. We got our lower body. Now we're doing the whole body. So tomorrow is full body for general chronic pain management. So chronic pain in general, one of the non-medicinal ways to manage chronic pain is movement and nutrition, avoiding those triggers. So that healthy guide is full of quality, nutritious meals, ingredients that help you manage your symptoms by reducing the trigger, right? So that's why we are combining, because both of our groups work very well together. So we want to manage through nutrition to avoid those triggers, those food triggers that are going to continue to irritate this inflammation in our chronic pain. But tomorrow we're going to learn how to move the entire body safely so we can stay strong, stay mobile, and pain-free. That's all I got for you. Happy
Birthday. I love it. I think something you said to help, you said with the pain, you said it's movement, you said it's nutrition. And also what we all do, and we just did it in our stretching, is deep breathing. That helps reduce the tension as well, which helps relieve the pain. So getting in those deep breaths and then realizing all the things that you're going through, find a way to get support in regards to de-stressing. You know, she said her patient was hard as a rock because they were going through a lot. You have to find a way to process that, get support through that so you don't stay in a state of chronic tension and distress that allows that pain to keep being there as well. So love on yourself a little bit more. Do all the things that you can do so you can make the right decisions to eat better and move better, to live better, y'all. It's your Healthy Habits and Lifestyle Coach Jovonnie, and I help those with endometriosis and polycystic ovary syndrome reduce chronic pain, eliminate distress, and minimize those irregular or heavy periods. Thank y'all for coming to vibe with me and Coach Natasha. Y'all have an amazing day. Let's go be great.